Welcome to TubeTalk. Hello and welcome to the new TubeTalk Podcast. It's me, Conor Leffam, the editor for TubeTalk and YouTube.
Hi there, I'm Alex Creelan-McKean. I am the lead writer on such shows as Executive Producers and the new Tube Countdown, which should be starting soon. And to my right is...
Gavin Wilson, actor on such shows as Executive Producers. And on my right it's...
Tiana Murray, resident new kid on the block. And last but not least...
Hello! I'm Samuel Cockins, ex-editor and currently sort of a showrunner. We'll see how that goes.
I'd be inclined to say you are.
Huzzah!
Huzzah!
Bazinga! Moving on.
Anyway, welcome to the podcast. Today we're going to talk about Future Subjects Week, and later on we're going to talk about Sam's new club and also
Opening a new club?
well, not new club
experience.
events, yes.
The links to the union.
And we're also going to talk about Adam's show. Hopefully, we can get him on the
Sam's
line.
show, excuse me.
True. Yeah, Adam and Sam.
We don't need Adam, we've got
Brett.
Sam. So we
We've got,
Share credit.
we've got a Gavin and Tiana. That makes an Adam.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Ooh.
So
I'm sure they should
anyway,
be insulted by that.
Neither am I.
let's talk about Future Subjects Week. Now, it was a bit of a flurry because there were things that were on, there were things that weren't on, namely being lectures, but also the presentations were actually quite good. So what did you guys go to?
About half of them, the ones that really affect my future, and they're very interesting, yeah.
Well, let's be more specific. Which ones did people go to? What did you see? What were they about? How did they relate
Just
to you?
professional industry people who came and talked about their exact experiences, documentary filmmaker. I know you guys went to scriptwriters, which
Yeah,
I
we
heard
did.
were absolutely packed. Which is
It was packed to the brim, but a fascinating experience, I think. And we had people in who wrote on EastEnders, Hobby City, some producers in the industry.
which, from we know from our scriptwriting class, Connie, you may say all soaps, but it's the most successful sort of television around.
Oh,
so
absolutely.
big
Yeah.
people to come.
TV is highly successful these days, so it's really interesting to get those people from successful shows such as EastEnders and Holy City as well.
As we are big fans of both shows.
We are.
Avid watchers.
And I know that most events were starting a bit late, but that's because I think the enthusiasm of people, they would talk a bit longer than they should and have a break and get the next group in. I mean, I know one of my lectures was talking for 4.5 hours.
Yes, the halls were packed to the rafters, and it was about 30 minutes after that they actually started the
The next one.
presentations or talks.
Yeah.
So
It was well received, at least from
Yeah.
media.
no, I think it was highly successful. Still, I don't agree with the scheduling of lectures. I mean, I was unable to go to some because they were cancelled very last minute. Some were still on though, credit to them. But also Park didn't have any lectures on either. Am I right, Tiana?
Scandalous.
no, we didn't really have anything about Futures Week. It was just normal lectures, normal...
Well, I mean,
Routine.
lectures were still on, big part.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Subject Futures Week didn't really
No, it
hit
didn't-
Park, did
didn't
it?
branch
You'd
over
actually have to
us.
come from Park to Avenue. And was there any kind of advertising, any kind of notice? No. So
There isn't
Wow.
very much communication between the two campuses, it seems.
Well, Park is obviously pretty chilled about their future.
absolutely. The thing about it being set at Avenue is that it's to do with creative writing students or
The arts.
media or humanities and arts basically.
It was very much School of the Arts thing, yeah.
Yeah, so Park might not have kind of an interest in that, but still, if you are of a certain profession like a scientist or an engineer, you'd surely want to meet some people
Subject
who are
Futures
in
Week
this
would be relevant to
professions. Yeah,
every subject.
absolutely. Yeah.
So,
I mean, at the end of the day, my last talk was about how to really address a CV. That's unanimous. Get anyone from who's
Yeah,
worked for 10 years or
I think that
whatever.
was compulsory as well to go to.
No, none of ours were compulsory. and
no,
none
none of them were compulsory.
Yeah,
but
they did say it was compulsory.
It was
yeah.
different to different tutors and different things. It wasn't the most well organised machine.
Dynamic.
It was literally like scheduled and set up a week before or something, like 1 or 2 weeks
Finalised,
before.
obviously, yeah.
The thing is, Gavin, from what you said to me earlier, that you knew about it way earlier, about the week coming up. I think that was for drama, though, wasn't it?
No, I must have been through English.
For
because
English?
Adam was in drama and he didn't know about it until just under a week beforehand.
Which is, I think, what we all had the same instant of. We didn't know.
I'd
it.
been told by the head of English very early on.
Do you have
I knew there was a Subject Futures Week. I wouldn't have been able to tell you exactly when.
Do you have Philippa as a lecturer?
Philippa, yeah.
See, I don't have Philippa as a lecturer. I do
Me neither.
joint honours, so.
Hmm.
I mean, you do joint honours. You do drama and
I,
English.
yeah, as I say, I wouldn't have been able to give an exact date, but I would have been able to say it's coming up. So
But would you have been able to say what dates exactly things were on, what to look out for?
No.
See, that's the problem.
not until
the week.
Not
I mean, I
until,
know-
probably about midweek beforehand. We got an email with a timetable for English, and then Friday beforehand we got one for drama.
I know that DT specifically had their schedule posted on the DT door at 9 a.m. on the Monday of the week. So you had to go in at 9 to know if you're missing stuff.
It's kind of unbelievable, though. I mean, I got emails saying what was going on
Yes,
during the week. So
too. Emails every day, I think it was.
yeah, from different lecturers every
yeah.
time. Philippa was on it, to her respect. But still, it was very last minute. I
But
didn't know where subjects were on it. Said it
And
was
probably
compulsory. It's
because
not.
of it, I think some students took it as an excuse to have a week off. So
well, that's the thing. We
shame
used,
on you.
We used to have
Snow did not help.
Well, we used to have a reading week, which you did some work in, but had no lectures. And to some extent, I think this obviously designed to replace the reading week.
Coming from the same direction, but I don't think it was as successful as Reading Week, because I know for a fact that a lot of people benefited from Reading Week with, giving a sense of even more of, individuality.
Well, at least
than
they've
when
not
they first
replaced
come.
it.
No, not replaced in a sense at all. I mean, I think, do we still get Reading Weeks in the third year?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
we should
well,
do.
that's effective. Like their second
We
year
don't.
week.
Did we not?
No, they're replaced. That's the thing.
Oh,
No,
right.
this is replaced.
Yeah.
Really?
We now have Subject Future Week every week. So there was a government amendment
Every week.
every year. So this is as opposed to wasting time.
No,
we
I
now
thought,
have
it was
Subject-
I thought it was an extra one. We still have reading week, so we've still got one week 6. I've got one.
Oh, English may do because it's a reading per se Whitby. So,
Yeah.
but
I
not
suppose
it's not the standard everyone thing.
Drama will have.
Drama have no reading week.
Well, you never did.
Really?
Really? Not?
Really?
Drama get
Just
no
study
reading week.
lines
now.
and be able to perform. I realised that actually for quite a lot of reading week, it's kind of performances. I think I thought as well, but like presentations and subjects, for example, script writing. We've got a presentation coming up.
Oh yes.
Well, for Reading Week last year, we had it was around the time when 4 or 5 of our films were due in, and that was a really amazing week to have just go off and film.
Mm-hmm.
So it's prime to work, and we must belong to some sort of clan to keep having Reading Week
Yeah.
every single year.
The thing is, we don't all use it for a holiday, which is
No, I don't.
I don't. I actually use it for.
What it's
Yeah.
supposed to be used for. Yeah.
It's
Exactly.
more relaxing because the knowledge of the only lectures is great, but you still know that this is a work week.
But yeah, I would call it a work week and not a reading week. Yeah,
Yeah.
we read text, but you're supposed to read text all the time. So
Probably independent study week would make it sound more useful or something like that.
what do you think, Tiana?
As a psychology student, we don't get reading week at all. So
Do you think you would benefit from having one? Maybe
yeah.
as like a subject research week.
Yeah, no, that would be really helpful, because for a lot of things we have weekly readings that we can't always do because we've got to do assignments and experiments and things.
Mm-hmm.
So it'd be nice to have a week to sort of finish everything off, get stuff read.
Mm-hmm.
Universal.
Will it
reading
become
week.
like presentations as well during the week, or
Um,
do you do presentations in psychology?
No,
like-
we don't.
Do you not?
I think so far we've done 2. So
Okay,
we don't
fair
really
enough.
need to do that. It's more reports and stuff.
Well, shouldn't we get our missing person on the phone to kind of talk about his
I think we should.
experiences?
His experiences and his actual upcoming show as well.
Oh yes, of course.
So let's get Adam on the line if we
I'm not
can.
sure I want to hear Adam's opinion on Subject Futures Week. I don't think that's going to help his mood at all.
Oh
But, yeah.
yes, poor Adam is ill. But ladies and gentlemen, as Sam
What a
makes the
trooper,
call,
he's coming through anyway.
This is Adam Brett, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, Adam. We hear you're a bit poorly this week,
Yes, I am. I'm not feeling particularly well.
but you're still happy to come in and talk to us about your new show and about Subject Futures Week, which we've had a long discussion about.
Of course I am. You know, I wouldn't miss being there for the world.
Which you have.
So much
Well,
in the
you're
world.
here
In spirit.
In spirit, exactly.
And with my phone bill. No. But Adam, do you want to give us a quick, amazingly awesome one line about your new show?
It's directed by the great and powerful Samuel Cockings,
Oh dear Lord.
and it features me. So those 2 great things combined,
Say, don't watch it, really.
they're amazing.
And I think you, well, since I'm directing and all that, you play quite an influential figure, don't you?
Yes, I do. I play the president
What?
of SU.
Breaking up there, Adam, say it again.
I play the president of the SU.
Oh, Mr. President.
Yes, I play
Not
many
every day you get a call from the president.
Not
Yeah.
just one.
And are you excited to do this show?
I'm very excited. I couldn't be more excited if I and a box of exciting pills.
I'm very excited to hear about Adam.
Thank you, Connor.
I can't wait to review all the scripts and such.
Yes, you'd have to talk to the scriptwriter, which would be Sam.
Oh, hi.
I'm sure you're helping out as well.
Any last comments about Reading Week? Subject Futures Week, I mean?
It was all right, but there could have been more to involve us drama lot. I went along for one and got turned away because I was not part of the acting department.
Well, surely that's a bit...
Prejudice?
Yeah.
I wouldn't say prejudice. Is that we shouldn't throw that word around like that? But
no, maybe not.
I'd say there's a
selective.
Yes, selective.
Exclusive.
That's the word.
Exclusive. The acting a lot, obviously.
Speaking of exclusive,
well, if I could pass
this
over
is
to
a
John.
good way to go into your club. I think we need to talk about that, do we?
So long as we say goodbye to Adam first.
Oh, that's true. It's in Sam's
No, he's just on the line. Please hold, caller. Bye, people listening.
Bye.
Bye.
Podcast falls apart.
Well, that's a strange way of... The satellites in the sky telling me that I'm talking about this new club experience. If you guys don't mind, I'll sort of ramble.
Yeah,
for
absolutely. Go ahead. I'm waiting to hear about it.
As hopefully a lot of the listeners will know, the SU specifically sponsors a club night a week. It's called Minted Mondays, and it's run by the same guys who used to run Swag, who most importantly run Wicked Wednesdays, which is the biggest club night in Northampton. And they're moving from their home in Minted BBC, which is the Black Bottom Club next to the street of MB's, not actually on that street.
It should be next to the church. Church
yeah.
Square, basically.
Yeah. It's sort of a little cubby hole, but it's
the old bank.
Yeah, but it's a nice little. It was a nice little club, and they're moving to an even bigger place, Embargoes, which you'll know is the 3-floored. Again, out of the way club. They tend to do out of the way ones, and that's happening as of this week. So this Monday, the same night as Radio Launch, which is exciting. We'll talk about on a different podcast, I presume. And come along. It's the official student night, so you do pre-drinking at the SU bar, whatnot, and then take a bus there. And the guys who run that show really put a lot of effort into making it different and interesting and unique. And they're getting Misha B, who we all know from X Factor a few years back, is performing live on stage, which I know I've had a lot of people crazily excited about, and I think it'll be a great night. I mean, Embargoes has 3 floors, 3 different types of music. It's a good night, and it's sponsored by SU, so check it out, guys.
So naturally, as soon as you've been to the Radio Launch next Monday, you'll be able to go out with us to Minted Monday,
and it will be packed. I mean, it's going to be big.
I must point out that there are other clubs and events available to you.
Northampton's quite a club-rich place, really, but this is just the SU sort of sponsored one. On the Monday, it happens to be the Radio Launch. I mean, there's ones every weekday.
Absolutely, there's a great variety. Anyway, we should end on that. Thanks very much for listening to us.
Good night, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Doodles.
To the pit.
Right, start again.